Bless up, family. How y'all doing? Welcome to today's lesson, which is going to focus on listening. As I said before, listening is one of the most underrated tools in the communication box that we have. Also, in my opinion, listening is the most important communication tool that we have. Listening became very important to me in 2009, and it was in hindsight. But in 2007, I met a woman. Her name was Tiffany. And in my opinion, again, especially up until that point in my life, she was the most beautiful woman that I had met. I remember when I saw her, I said to myself, I'm going to marry her. That's what I said to myself the first time that I saw her. I said, I'm going to marry her. And I meant it. As our relationship began to go on, something that Tiffany said to me often, she used to tell me that you don't love me. And I would hear her. But I wouldn't listen to her. She would say often, she said, you don't love me. I didn't pay it any mind. But I lost Tiffany. That's the sad part. I lost at that moment in my life the most beautiful woman that I wanted to hold on to forever. And the sad part was that inside this bag, this tool bag that I tell us about, I just didn't have what it takes inside this bag to hold on to her. And that hurts. And that's sad. It's nothing more sad than having to want to hold on to something, but you just don't got what it takes. And so that's the reason why I began to study what it is that I began to study. And this is the reason why I begin to pass on what it is that I begin to pass on. These communication skills is because I didn't really want other people to experience what I'd experienced. If you have someone that you love and someone that you want to hold on to, and if it's something that I can do to help you have and love and hold on to that person, then I want to help. And that's why I began to teach what is called soft skills, transferable skills. And so as I said before, today's lesson is listening. Listening is, and I quote, paying close attention to what it is that we hear. Hearing is, and I quote, firing of electrical chemical impulses in the brain. So, I believe that there is nothing more important than having loved ones, feeling heard, fulfilled, and feeling as though we are listening to them. Okay, if I tell you that you offended me, and the first thing that you say is what you did not intend to do, now, your intentions are what they are, but your intentions, the second that you state your intentions, you automatically push back inside what it is that I was trying to express. Now, whether you intended to hurt me or not, the second that you state your intentions, you invalidate my valid feelings. You understand? Sometimes my feelings may not be valid to you. But if they are valid to me, or if they are valid to your loved one, then they need to be respected as such. What I refuse to do, I refuse to have someone around me who is not fulfilled in my presence. Because a lot of the times we are settling with those in our presence. I know so many people who got people around them who they can't even trust. That's not what's up. Nah, that's not what's up. That's not how we are doing this. Listening. If a loved one, like I said, a loved one comes to you with a grievance, if a loved one tells you that you made them feel a certain type of way, first thing with your ass, and part of my language, but first thing with your ass need to be aware of is that you are capable of making them feel this certain type of way. Yes. Whether we intend it or not, we are capable of making them feel a certain type of way. And if they express this to you, at that moment when they express that to you, listening means that you do not invalidate that expression. by telling them what you did not intend to do. Your intentions does not matter at this time when it's dealing with a loved one. It does not matter. Okay? Now is the time to just be quiet, man. Now is the time to simply say, I apologize, and leave it at that. Do not explain your intentions. Trust me. Do not explain your intentions. It is not about you. It is about that loved one. See, a lot of us are so insecure that we automatically have to explain our intentions. And the second you do that, you make it about you in your comfort zone. When you hurt a loved one and made them feel uncomfortable. It's not easy for us sometimes to confront our loved ones and tell them that we are uncomfortable. So when a loved one does confront you and let you know that you made them feel uncomfortable, man, just be quiet, man. Just listen. Apologize. And leave it at that. Like I said, these principles apply to loved ones. Ones who we love. I guarantee if you practice that one jewel there, you will have a loved one, a one who you love in your presence, who can be genuine and sincere and truthful with you. Bless up, man. Peace and love. Listen. And love.